Hello, my name is Macy, and today I'll be discussing an important figure in physics, James Clerk Maxwell. We'll be talking about his experimental work on the viscosity of gases, the kinetic theory of gases, and his overall contribution to thermodynamics. James Clerk Maxwell was born in Edinburgh, Scotland, and died at the age of 48 due to abdominal cancer. He grew up in a middle-class family, was an only child. Coincidentally, his mother died from abdominal cancer when he was 8 years old, and because of this, he had a very close relationship to his father. As a child, his tutor claimed he was slow. However, he was very curious and had a phenomenal memory. He was sent to Edinburgh Academy, and his peers soon realized what a genius he actually was. At school, he didn't prioritize his exams. However, he had a great interest in geometry and mechanical models. At only 14 years old, he published his first scientific paper. Eventually, he attended the University of Edinburgh in Cambridge, where he studied mathematics. After school, he married Catherine Mary Dewar, but they did not bear any children, and at age 30, he was elected to the Royal Society. Like everyone else, he faced a few challenges along the way. His mother died at a very early age, and when his father died, he was very devastated. His marriage was not very passionate, and he did not bear any children. And finally, toward the end of his life, he was diagnosed with abdominal cancer. Although he did face some struggles, it's important to note that he did not encounter any challenges related to his race, gender, or ethnicity. He was a middle-class white male who grew up in Britain. Additionally, society during the 1800s was a much different time than today. Living a middle-class white male lifestyle was favored, and white males had much more freedom than any other race, gender, or ethnicity. The big question of James Clerk Maxwell's work was, how exactly do molecules move throughout a gas? In answering this question, he played a significant role in thermodynamics. In 1866, he discussed the viscosity of gases, which was a gateway into the kinetic theory of gases. The viscosity of gases is a measure of the resistance to flow, and as temperature increases, this also increases, because molecules are more likely to collide. Furthermore, with the help of Ludwig Boltzmann, he established the kinetic theory of gases, which states, gas is composed of a large number of molecules that are identical and moved in random directions, that is separated by large distances. Molecules undergo elastic collisions with each other and the walls of the container, but otherwise don't interact, and no energy is lost. And finally, the transfer of kinetic energy between molecules is heat. Based off the kinetic theory of gases, he developed the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law, which is a description of the statistical distribution of the energy of molecules of a gas. He also proposed that gases possess a distribution of velocities. In essence, particles in a gas move freely and rapidly along straight lines but often collide, resulting in variations in their velocity and direction. And finally, he contradicted the second law of thermodynamics by creating Maxwell's demon, which is a small creature who controls a small door between two gas chambers. To elaborate more on this idea, say that you have a box filled with a gas at some temperature. Some molecules will be going faster and some will be going slower. Suppose there is a door in the middle of this box, separating two sides into left and right. At this door, Maxwell imagined a minuscule creature observing the molecules and controlling this molecule-sized trap door. In essence, Maxwell's demon could control where the faster molecules would be going and where the slower molecules would remain. And this process would result in a decrease in entropy. These two figures present the distribution of molecular speeds based on the kinetic theory of gases. In Figure 1, as volume of gas decreases, the number of molecules per unit volume increases, which in turn increases the rate at which the molecules hit the wall, as well as the force and pressure of the container. Figure 2 presents that as the temperature of a gas increases, the speed of its molecules also increases. Overall, James Clerk Maxwell presented three major contributions in answering how molecules move throughout a gas. Through his kinetic theory of gases, he found that all gas particles do not move at the same speed. And due to all different types of collisions that occur between molecules, this causes them to speed up and also slow down. He also showed that particles in a gas have a specific statistical distribution through the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. And finally, although the idea of Maxwell's demon is highly unlikely, he presented this idea of a small creature who could control where the faster molecules and slower molecules would be placed within a container of a gas. Above all, James Clerk Maxwell played a significant role in determining how molecules move throughout a gas, and without his ideas, we would fail to understand the entirety of the viscosity of gases, the kinetic theory of gases, and the overall idea of thermodynamics.